What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Adventurer Manager Beta. We're taking a look at the game one more time. I think I told you guys like 5 episodes of the game just so you can get a feel for how awesome it is, or whether or not it's something that's going to toot your proverbial horn. That also depends how accessible your horn is, I suppose, but I took a little bit of time. I went back to town, got us healed, came back to here, basically cut out a lot of the little like random bitch work that goes into a game like this, and then we're gonna go to the right and see what we find. We already killed off the bear. I don't know if the bear is the main culprit for eating the cupcakes. I don't know if bears like cupcakes. It seems like the sort of thing that they might do. But we're gonna truck off to the right and see if maybe there's anything over here that's gonna be useful in completing our quest. We're up against bats and spiders one more time. This is a weird conglomerate. I mean, if you really think about the areas of nature that these individuals are from, one of these things is not like the other. I mean, rats and bats, I suppose, are related, but the spider, like, what does the spider have at stake in all of this? Why must he be here? You know what I mean? Like, what is his angle in all this? I have my eye on you, spider. I have my eye on you. And in fact, I put my spells on you too, which is why you're no longer here. No longer bothering us with your eight-legged self, eight-legged shabby self. We don't have heals up, so unfortunately Jeff is taking a little bit. I got a crit right there. That's pretty cool. I like how it makes a crunchy noise, like somebody eating a chip, which is exactly what I'd be doing right now were I not recording this playthrough. I'd be eating a chip while playing an RPG because that's how the Splattercat rolls. We got a board shield of willpower. It has strength and max HP. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know if it's as good as what he has, right? Jeff has the normal shield. Oh, surprise attack. And so everybody in our party becomes stunned. That means we can't act, and their entire party gets to swing on us first. Basically the same thing. I think it was called a surprise attack, or maybe like a pincer attack. They're probably gonna kill Grim. Damn. That's really, really bad. Like, it's insanely bad when you lose a character in this game. So, on occasion, the AI seems to show some kind of preference for focus firing, and then other times it doesn't. I'm not so sure what triggers it, but there are certain moments, and it doesn't seem to be RNG, because it's whenever the AI has you, like, in a real corner that it really seems to focus fire like crazy. And I'm not trying to detract from that. I'm just saying that there's some kind of trigger, because it doesn't do it in any other case. But when it knows it has an advantage, it then just focus fires mercilessly. I haven't been able to figure out, I've played the game a bit, but I haven't been able to figure out what the trigger is for it just yet. You would think it would be a thing that the AI does all the time if it was going to do it, because it is a sound strategy. I focus fire like crazy, so, you know, if the AI did it, it would only be fair. However, in saying that, let's go ahead and take a swing at him. I don't know if we should probably go back to town. This is going to be a little bit disappointing. I'm actually kind of bummed out that Grim is dead. We needed him for our DPS. He was the only person in our party that could actually hit worth a damn. So, the unfortunate circumstance here is that the portal does not bring us back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a cut right here. I'll be right back with you guys. So I'm going to portal back to town. We'll res Grim. We'll come back, and I will rejoin you once we have re-reached this room. Coming back quickly, it appears as though I've gotten our party back to where we were before. Voila, in one piece. Luckily, we're at least in 4 pieces. Our party is clearly comprised of 4 varying pieces. However, we made it here without any of them getting annihilated by surprise attacks. So let's continue on our way. Now, one thing I do want to point out is that if you go back to town, you do have to redo the entire dungeon from scratch. Now, there's a better chance that rooms you've previously cleared will stay cleared, but at the same time, there's no guarantee. You may actually fight your way back to the exact same position you were in, fighting dozens of monsters on the way. It just kind of depends. This time it actually didn't take me that long. It probably took me about 5 minutes to go back to town and get back because we didn't fight anything. So mostly it was just like the walking animation that took the most time. No harm, no foul there. But there have been times where I've had a guy die and I've had to go back to town, res him, come back, and then at which point it took me almost 30 minutes to clear back to where I was going. So one of the things that I would recommend is they should really, really, really consider putting in the feature where it's basically just kind of like a town portal from Diablo, where you go back and you come back in at the exact same point where you left off. Just something that, or at least let you instantly teleport back to things that you've already cleared on the map, just to avoid like the walking animation and all of that kind of stuff. I agree that it's great to have the walking animation as part of the normal gameplay when you're clearing new areas, but just allow me to like blink in between. Ooh, you've come across a camp. What does that mean? Oh god, this place is huge. Okay, well, we have the choice in going north or going to the east. I'm gonna go upwards first, I suppose. I don't know, it seems more positive to me. Going up seems way better than going off to the right, and it's a weird psychological distinction that I'm not really sure how to justify to you guys. We have a deadly bat right here, so that is a bat whose kung fu is strong. We will go ahead and fight with him. I think I'm going to actually try. Can I one-shot him? No. Can't one-shot him. Got him for 97, though, which is no slouch of a hit. That's a hell of a hit to throw out there, so... No harm, no fun. Jeff, you bet. I swear to God, I will send you back to the Taco Bell in Fresno where I found you, Jeff. I swear to God. He's like, that's fine. I want to be a burrito inspector anyways. I don't want to be here. This job is just a stepping stone to my final goals. Jen, they're getting ideas from one another now. Like, well, Jeff missed. He was allowed to do it. Why can't I miss? Well, because it makes me sad. Somewhere, every time you miss, something terrible is happening to some poor peasant in the middle of a rice field somewhere. So just think about that every time you miss. And you know what? If you're okay with having that on your conscience, Jeff, then that's cool. But see, right there, he just killed a mouse peasant. I have to make it distinct here. You kill one of the species of whatever you are every time you miss, just in case you were wondering. Got another hat. We got a wand of dexterity. We are not getting the cleric gears. It's a little bit weak considering how many clerics. We are quite dense on the clerics right now. The holy men, we have those, and holy women, I guess. You can't really tell the difference between men and women in this game aside from the facial hair. It's one of those games. I assume that they all must have some kind of like dwarvish blood around somewhere. Oh, Grim, what are you doing? That ability is so good, and we could have just killed a rat outright at the beginning of the fight. And you've taken that from me now, Grim. You've taken that from me. He's like, well, I am a thief. Technically, you're a rogue, sir. A rogue is not so necessarily a thief. It's just one without respect for the law. So maybe we should adhere to our class a little bit better there, Grim. And not question me when I'm putting things out there for your consideration, alright? I gotta get a little testy right now. I'm feeling like it's getting a little hostile. Jeff? Alright, I'm buying the bus ticket back to Fresno. I'm buying it, you bastard. And we got a cloth robe. Not gonna be so helpful. I mean, we could just throw that on one of the clerics for a little bit of extra armor, I guess. We also have an extra hat. And so she's wearing intelligence and wisdom. What was the other hat we picked up? It was constitution. It might be worth it. No, it's not going to be worth it. I need to get him some gear with some cray-cray constitution on it. If he's going to be in the front lines, I need him to... I think the next little grip of gold that I spend is going to be on getting him equipment so that he has way more constitution, so that he's up to like 300, 400 HP, because right now he's pretty susceptible to just dying overnight or instantaneously. So, what did I went to my inventory for something. The cloth hat of constitution. Yeah, about that. So Jen is rocking a hat which gives, okay, so it's not that good for her, but we can throw a robe on somebody, right? So let's do that. And so there it is. She's now wearing a robe, and it comes with a belt and everything. Awesome. So you don't have to worry about it blowing all over the place if there's a breeze. Good to know. Let's continue 4th, or 5th, or 3rd, whichever you prefer. I don't really judge when it comes to just numerical assignments. You just kind of let it happen. You let it happen. Oh, 4 enraged spiders. That could be a problem, except that these two can't attack. So we do have a bit of an advantage there in that all 4 of us can throw blows, but none of their spiders can actually throw hands. Their spiders look like they only have 6 legs, by the way. 7, in fact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's 1 sticking right there. He's got one coming out of his butt like a tail. Malformed spiders with mustaches that are retractable, and sigh. Their little black widow thing is on their back instead of their stomach. It's just, these spiders are a mess. These spiders are a genetic mess. Look like something that got cooked up in a lab. My dog left something that was cooked up in a lab one time. Middle of the floor. And I was like, oh, are you serious right now? And he was like, oh, but I'm adorable. Look, I have flappy face. And I'm like, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I'll let you off the hook this time, dog. Let you off the hook. No, I don't even have a dog anymore. Used to, but then I went to college and everything like that, and so my parents took it. We'll throw that on. No, a fizzle. No! Grim is so desperately in need of healing right now, and if that... I killed him with a taunt. You know how bad a trash talking has to be for it to kill someone? Like, it's weird enough that he's able to trash talk on a level to where it wounds the enemy. But his trash talk must be so refined at this point where he's talking about your mama's uncle and just getting all in there, talking about your genealogy, talking about that weird fro thing you got going on, talking about how you need to pick it out and stop looking so weird when you go out the house. He's just, it's getting ugly. It's getting real, I'm actually not going to kill him right now. I would like to heal a couple times before I do anything else. Oh my god, Carrie, what are you doing? What are you doing? Clearly fizzling, but sort of a rhetorical question, I guess. Alright, well, Jeff took care of business, so I guess I'll send the bus ticket back for a refund. A chain coat of strength. Might be useful. I don't think I could put that... Oh, he can turn into a bard later. If he turns into a bard later, that'll be badass. That's right, there is multi-classing a la Final Fantasy V or any other old RPG. Dear God, that is an enormous rat. It looks like the rat from Battletoads. I forget his name, but that's what he reminds me of. He reminds me of that rat from Battletoads. Let's punch his friends. Ooh, these ones are a little bit tougher too. Okay. Let's make sure that we stay on tippity top of the healing right now. Just to ensure that, because they've got so much beef right now, or I guess you can exchange beef for cheese when it comes to rats. But anyways, they've got so much cheese at the moment, or so much beef, or whatever the hell it is that they have, that it's more than plausible that Grim might find himself face down tasting cave floor, and I'm willing to bet that cave floor is probably not as lemony fresh as we all assume it is. It's probably got a definite kind of guano aftertaste. Ooh, we have a taunt ready. Yeah, do that. Bam! Ooh, tail swipe for 84. Hell of a hit landed right there. Dirty Fighting puts 88 on Fang. We're going to throw both heals over here if they don't fizzle. Yes? Ooh, a good turn for us. Not bad. Not bad at all. And so we will go back to stabbing a rat. This is one of those occasions where I feel like the proper application of pointy objects is more than likely a good idea. This rat is ridiculously large. This rat is like all types of mutation bound, and it appears as though he's going to be appearing in a child's cartoon in the near future, with the abilities that he seems to have developed as a result. Dirty Fighting for 132, a crit right there, a very nice crit, one of which I am proud. That's... couldn't have asked for more from that attack, so... Congratulations, Grim, you're no longer on my shit list like everybody else in your party. Continue stabbing away here. I'm going to start playing with the keys. I was worried it was going to make too much noise. My keyboard makes a lot of noise nowadays, and you can fix that in case you're ever thinking about starting to LP by putting a towel over your hands while you type. In case you're wondering how you fix that problem, if you put a towel over your hands, it dampens the sound and nothing can hear it. One of those kind of ghetto tricks you use when you're a poor recorder. But anyways, I don't do that. I'm just like, but I feel like recording right now. If I go and get a towel, that means that I would need to feel like I wanted to record in like 8.7 seconds. And so I think I would rather record now. I think we should be able to finish him off. Oh, he lost a bunch of health right there, but I don't know. I think the health bar actually glitched out. Because there's no reason 33 damage should have taken him from like right there all the way to nothing. That or what his health bar right now is doing, I am unfamiliar with. So Fang is now dead. We found a common breastplate. A common staff. Well, damn, that sucks. A chain coat of intelligence, a common wand, and a buckler. Wow, we're having bad luck by comparison to my... Ooh, Fang's fur coat. Hello, dearie. So that's going straight on to Grim right this second. And so Fang's fur coat is actually going to make him a lot more resilient. So now he's up to 215 HP, which is way better than the 170 he was sitting at. That's an extra hit. Actually, his damage is also... Oh, it's a pimp coat. Look at that. It's actually in the shape of a rat's head. Respect to the developers. Mad respect to the developers. I love the fact that they made the treasure match the mob that you killed. That is the coolest. It is literally a coat made out of his fur. That is badass, and I actually have to give major props to that. That was completely and totally unexpected. We haven't looted anything else. We have the cloth cap of Constitution, which I assume I could throw on him, but he would lose too much damage. On this side, we just have a buttload of wands and staffs, none of which are going to be any sort of useful to us. And so I think that's the end of the dungeon, as far as I know, maybe. We should probably go check that other room, though, right? Let's go do it. Let's be thorough. I love... He looks like the leader. He's pimping now. He's just got like a waka chicka waka chicka waka chicka waka chicka wow. He's got like his own theme music going on. Who's that guy? It's Grim. He's one mad stabber. Shut your mouth. Oh, yeah. Be badass if the coat came with a pair of gaiters. Bright green gaiters. That's how you would know. They were like, well, this coat and these shoes were made for walking. That's what we're going to do all over town. Where's my Impala at? Somebody bring the whip around. It's a scraper, but you know what? It fits the theme. Let's camp and get all of our health back. And let's check this final room just to make sure we're not walking away from anything that might be lucrative. And then once we've done that, she'll head back to town. Ooh, a deadly spider. Your red border doesn't intimidate me, my friend. If you're not intimidated by spiders the size of small donkeys, then what are you afraid of in life? To be completely and totally frank. It's definitely going to take more Constitution before he's at the point where he can sink blows like I need him to. As a frontline combatant, though, I am interested to see if I could turn him into a bard. I do want to repeat, I don't know, like, I do want to repeat this isn't going to be a full LP because the game is not out yet. If people have always been asking me to do Wasteland the same way, and I've been covering this game because I feel like there's a bit more content here. With Wasteland, I'd finish it in like an hour, and that would be that. With the 20 levels that you get right here, you're going to get a lot of time into it considering we're level 2 right now. We've done an hour and a half of gameplay and we're only level 2, so mostly at this point it's probably just going to be polishing. There are other islands, and so there's islands with dwarves, there's islands with elves and all kinds of stuff. The game definitely has a lot of different locations that you can go to and things like that once you get done here. But for now, I would really prefer to keep this not as a full LP. Like, it's just not something that I personally feel like dedicating to, in case there's those of you out there who are lamenting and being like, please do a 900 episode, just spectator thing of this. I'm running out of words right now, I don't know, my brain just, ooh, a Symbol Spectre. Fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and equip that on one of them the second that we get the chance, because that is gonna increase their damage, and hopefully if it's got the right stats, I wasn't paying attention, if it's got wisdom on it, it's even better. Ooh, another wolf. And so we've got our third boss that we've cleared right here. This cave is a hell of a fight. I'm gonna go ahead and dirty fight one of the bats, and so he's now down. I don't think I need to throw a heal out right now, so we're just gonna avoid it. Wolf isn't hitting that hard anyways. He's kind of not on our level. I'm like, listen, Wolf, you need to get on my level. Especially now that we've got Grim out here just slashing everything to death because he's got theme music. Everybody knows, if you've ever worked out while you have your headphones on, you know it's positive psychological reinforcement. Now he's got the coat, I assume he's got his earbuds in and he's just ready to roll. He's envisioning himself in a PvP video right now just being like, I am going to be so famous when this gets over with. And so 117 damage right there. I'm actually going to have Jen heal herself so that we can come out of the cave being like, yeah, we completed the quest. We did it with no damage taken either, peasants. Remember that before you cross us, get rolled out on. We have attacks over here. We can also name our squad, by the way. I'll do that when we get back to town. I'd already picked out a name, but a rare staff of whoever your mage would be in this group would be ecstatic right now, but we don't have one. Ooh, another holy symbol. A wild axe and a great club of intelligence. Another cloth robe as well, and a jagged amulet. This chest has a lot of stuff in it, but most of it's worthless. Let's go ahead and jump into our equipment menu right now, and the thing that we want to be quick about is let's go ahead and give the symbol to Carrie, and I should probably level up as well. We got points to allocate here. Holy Symbol of Constitution. I'm gonna give her, she's got the scepter. We'll have her, oh, that is badass right there. It's got kind of like an orthodox thing going on. That's cool, I dig it. Although if it was orthodox, it would have like the two that are at an angle, wouldn't it? Or something like that? I don't know. Oh, I should probably put that on show equipable only. Much better. And so now for Carrie, I'm sorry, not Carrie. Now for, it didn't change her weapon right there. For Jen, we're gonna give Jen, oh, that's right, they can wear chain coats. I forgot about that. So let's give her the chain coat of intelligence. We have no rings and no amulets that are gonna be useful. However, we do have a Holy Symbol of Constitution, so we'll give that to her just so she has a little bit more health. On my clerics, I'm going to go, as you watch over here, your Holy SP goes up by 2 for each point that you put in. So right there, we actually increased her heals by about 10, and then when she uses her other spell, we increased them by about 16, which is pretty badass. I'm going to do that on both healers, just because it seems like a good thing to do. With Grim, I don't know if I should go with Constitution or Strength on him. He's hitting pretty hard right now, and I would really like to have him at a position where him taking damage is not so terrible of an occurrence. Let's go for Con right now. We'll give him 50 more HP, so he's now up to 266. I always min-max, by the way. I'm always that guy that just puts points into everything there. I never stop to think about it. And on Jeff's end, his damage has been okay, and so I want him to be a tank, I think. With Focus, how much? You only get 0.1 of a crit ratio for each point of focus, so you're getting 0.5 if you put an entire level in. That doesn't seem to be worth it to me, so let's go a little more HP on him, a little more damage. I want to make sure that he doesn't fall behind in the damage race. Simultaneously, though, I don't want him to fall behind on HP either, since he is our guy who's going to be soaking hits from bosses for the remainder of the game. Alright, let's teleport on out and figure out, I think we've hit everything in the dungeon, right? Yeah, that's it. It looks like we have completed everything, so let's go ahead and teleport on out, and we'll see if the quest completed for us. I'm pretty sure that the fact that it gave us unique loot right there means that it's done. Yeah, there it is. Oh my, a giant rat, you say? Ew. Thanks so much for your help. This is just fabulous. Here, have this super special cupcake I made. Great skate, you've defeated your first boss. There are bound to be more of them on our journey. It looks like there's some trouble in the crypt. Why don't you check it out and I'll be back later, no doubt. Alright, and so our ruler gets XP too. I don't really know if that helps him to measure things better or, you know, what happens, but we need to rename our party in the first place. We're gonna call this the 187 Riders. Yeah, that's how they go. They roll so hard right now. I have to take their headphones away from them. They won't take them off and communicate with me every time they go into a dungeon. It's insulting. I'm like, you know what? I know you guys are feeling the beat right now, and I deeply regret giving you that $20 gift card to iTunes because it appears as though you guys have just gotten way more violent lately with whatever you've purchased. I don't know what you locate the King Blade and Forgiveness. Those seem to be out. Those are level 4 quests. I'm only level D, as far as I know. Yeah, I'm level 2, so level 4 quests are kind of scary. I guess we could do an automated quest and just kind of like see what happens. I don't know. Let's find out. Is it over there? Oh, our inventory is overflowing. Let's go ahead and sell off all of our commons by clicking our lovely little button right there. We sold 13 items. And then we'll just get rid of all the rest of them. Loving the music in this game. Really reminds me of like Breath of Fire and things like that. I know that's like my go-to game, but that's what it reminds me of. I don't know what else to say about it. There we are. We're all done there. And so let's go and do this might turn out really badly because it's a level 4 quest. The quest is automated, so this is one of those ones where time just ticks by. And they could come back with like everybody dead. I have no idea. The mobs seem to level up pretty aggressively, so I may have made a mistake by doing a storyline quest first. No clue there. I know that the level scaling kind of gets you though, because in my last playthrough what I did is I leveled up to like level 4 using automated quests, and then I did the storyline, and oh man, it was really hard. Like, it said it was a level 1 quest, but all the mobs inside were level 4 or 5, and they were kicking my teeth in. It was tough. It was nasty. So if they come back right now and there's like 20 people dead, we shall rethink this endeavor and try and figure out a way to get ourselves out of this deep, deep pit that we've dug. And so with the 3, 2, 1, they're now back. Please don't be dead. They completed it. I appreciate it. You've robbed 65 beautiful men. Here's your reward. Oh, they didn't die either. Well, that's a bonus that I'm willing to settle down for. They've got a robe of constitution right there. I'll probably throw that on somebody. You could do that through the adventure menu by going to... What is she wearing? Just a normal robe? Yeah, throw the cloth robe of constitution on her. Might as well. And so now she is jam-packed with freedom. So my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here in the Nerd Castle for another episode of Adventurer Manager's Beta. I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. Take care out there, everybody. If you're interested in the game, don't forget to go down below and get it on Steam. Support the developers if you like the games that they're producing. That's an important part of indie development, is making sure that the people that make the games that you like get paid so they can keep making more games that you'll like in the future, so that you can go back and remember that you made the future. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care, everybody.